Well, I did not think we would be making another one of these videos. Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Well, I did not think we would be making another one of these videos. If you watched my previous video, you will have seen that I was scammed online, that one of my bags that had lived in the bag cupboard was fake, and then whenever I was preparing to think about selling it, I got an authentication done, it was fake, and then I gave an update video on that, and I will link those videos up above. But here we are again. Here we are again with a Louis Vuitton unboxing fail because this is fake. What happened was a friend of mine, my best friend that you all hear me talk about quite a lot, knew that I had been after this item, and as well as taking me to Paris for my 40th birthday, and we will try to vlog some of that and show you some of what's about and in Paris, he also bought me this Christian Dior bracelet that you will see me wear in all of my videos. Before he bought this, he had tried to get me an item that he knew that I had wanted for a very, very, very long time. You all know that I have the Louis Vuitton mini pochette in the Paris print. Now, this is authentic. This is the Paris print from the 2019, I believe, Christmas animations, and I absolutely adore the Paris print. It's my favourite print. It's the one that I fell for, absolutely love, and I have always said on many of my videos that I would have loved to have been able to get the passport cover in the Paris print, but I wasn't able to get it. So when it was coming up to my birthday, he found the passport cover and he ordered it for me and it arrived. And this is the Paris passport cover. Now, because he is my best friend, he has watched my videos. He's probably the only one of my friends that actually knows about this channel and has watched my videos. But he had watched the video on being scammed online, and he had watched the update, and obviously he knew about it from me, and he knew that I had always said in that video that if you're buying online, especially if it's from someone who is not a trusted seller, to make sure that you get your item authenticated. I actually recommend that you get all of your items authenticated. If it's a trusted seller, you may feel that's not necessary, but certainly if it's a seller that you don't trust or you don't know, I would say get your items authenticated. So this arrived, and I will show you it up close. And luckily we have the mini pochette so I can show you a comparison. This arrived, and initially whenever he opened it up, he was thinking, happy days, I was able to get the Louis Vuitton Paris passport print that she's always going on about, and this is all wonderful. But he had watched that video, he knew to get things authenticated, and there were warning signs in this. He also is a Louis Vuitton lover. He would have items of his own, and whenever this arrived, there were just things that were making him think, I am just not sure about this. And he had bought it online, they'd emailed him, had an email conversation. Obviously I knew nothing about this. And the conversation had been him confirming the item that they were sending was authentic, and that had all been confirmed, and he had that in writing. So it arrives, and he's looking at this, and this, to be honest, isn't really what's giving him the warning signs. So the box comes, it's the right colour, but it just doesn't feel like the boxes that he would have from his other Louis Vuitton items. It feels a bit more flimsy. This feels more flimsy. The lace that they've used, it has this missing on it. And it also comes with some other things inside the box that are causing him concern. When he looks, and I'm going to show you these, and we have a report back from Real Authentication. If you watched my previous video, you will know that I got mine authenticated by Real Authentication. This video is not sponsored. This video is just because you guys need to be warned about this, because thankfully he had watched my video, knew to look out for these warning signs, and did get it authenticated. I will leave a code in the description box for Real Authentication, and I believe that gets you $5 off on authentication, and I think I also get credited with $5 off on my account for authentications. And if anything that you have is causing you concern, be it through Real Authentication or someone else, please just get it authenticated. When he was looking at this, the print he wasn't so concerned about. The feel, to be honest with you, feels not too bad. The leather, it smells like leather on the inside. The canvas doesn't feel too bad. He was concerned about the stitching, and you will see the stitching here just doesn't look perfect. The stitching just doesn't look to be as good a quality as you would expect it to be. You can really see it on the back here that the stitching quality just isn't what you would expect it to be. He was aware, and we were all talking at the minute, and you'll see lots of videos of people saying that Louis Vuitton quality has gone down and the stitching isn't always perfect, but this was just giving him concern. He had seen this, but he hadn't seen it obviously up close, so it wasn't enough for him to look at the... It's like, the print isn't bad. The print, they have obviously had an original. Now, when you look at it and you have the two to compare, and I will show you the two to compare, you can see the differences. But if you didn't have this in your hand, the print isn't too bad. But if you look at the Vivienne, the Alma that she's holding, if I just show you the two together. So this one is the authentic print and this is the counterfeit print. The Alma that she's holding isn't exactly the same. The angle that she's standing at isn't exactly the same. The canvas coming through the paint, you can see the texture here is definitely not the same. The Eiffel Tower is not exact. And then if we move to the other side, the car, the bag on the top of the car maybe just isn't exact, and the printing isn't exact. But the print itself isn't bad. I would be worried that if somebody got this that didn't know Louis Vuitton, that didn't get their items authenticated, the print itself might not give them enough warning signals. I would hope they would look at this stitching. The stitching on the back is not great, and that gives it away. But if you didn't know Louis Vuitton too well, I would be concerned. And if we just look, you can see the standard of the print on that one. Other concerns that he had was it came with blank cards in the card slots. These do not come. Paper card that is just cut out paper card does not come in Louis Vuitton card slots. The lettering isn't bad, to be honest. The look of the leather inside isn't bad. It has a Louis Vuitton code up in here. And that's something. Now, when you pull the leather away like this is not good quality. I don't know though if you received this and thought that it was real, if you're going to start pulling your items apart like this, because you're going to be worried about what you're going to do with your item. But if you do pull this out, you can see that this is low quality. That is not proper Louis Vuitton quality. That side's not as bad. And big giveaways was what came in the box. The dust bag is similar, but the quality of the dust bag isn't the same as a Louis Vuitton, and the print isn't the same. But again, you're only going to know that if you know Louis Vuitton in the first place. It comes with this card, and this is a dead giveaway. A lot of fake Louis Vuitton comes with this authenticity card. Louis Vuitton bags do not come with this authenticity card. So if you get this in anything, you need to get your item checked. The card itself said the Monogram World Tour. Now this is not World Tour, this is Christmas animation. If you're a Louis Vuitton lover, if you know what you should be getting, you're going to know that that's not right. But again, and this just is not great quality. This is not the same quality as what comes with an authentic Louis Vuitton purchase. It came with the textile card. But again, the quality of the card is not the same as what you would expect. And then it had this Louis Vuitton piece of paper with Chinese writing on the back that I've never seen before, and certainly doesn't come with any authentic Louis Vuitton that I have ever bought or purchased. So all of these things were enough for him to be concerned without needing to speak to me, and were to give him a red flag. So he went back, and I have my phone here because I have the report that he got. He then went back to my video whenever I talked about the counterfeit Gucci that I had inadvertently bought, and it was a very good copy. But he went back to get the name of Real Authentication, and he got it authenticated, and they came back with a report. Now, he paid to get the additional report because he had bought that by his credit card, and that is a good tip for anyone, because whenever he was able to prove to his credit card company that this was a counterfeit, he got his money back. So if you are buying anything and you're really not sure, the credit card company will just offer you a little bit more protection than if you buy it by a direct bank transfer. The report is by Real Authentication, and it gives a report which I'm going to talk you through, but it also gives you the photographs that they are referring to, so you can see the box and you can see the photographs of the item that he has provided them with. And they say dear him, and the date was the 11th of August 2021, because he was obviously buying this for my birthday. The item in question is passport cover. Under evaluation, it says Real Authentication has had the opportunity to evaluate the item in question and find this item to be counterfeit based on the images provided. For the following reasons, we have determined this item does not fall within brand compliance. This is the report that he needed to get to send to the credit card company. And what they say is craftsmanship. They say there are stitching and glazing inconsistencies. Hardware, they say the finish, the shape and the manufacturer is not correct. To be honest, I probably missed that, to be honest. Finish, shape, manufacturer. The materials, they say the materials are below brand standard, and certainly I think when we look at this side of in here, we can see that that's correct. Stitching, they say there are stitching inconsistencies and the colour and or the blend on the stitching. And then typography is the incorrect font, spacing and size, and that is how Louis Vuitton is stamped on the inside. Oh, so this report was then provided to him, and as I say, he was able to upload this information to his credit card company, and because there was a report provided by a recognised and authentic authenticator or genuine authenticator, the company accepted that and he was refunded his money. So again, I am making this video to warn everybody, if you are buying online, do your due diligence, do your research, buy from trusted sellers. Speak to people, reach out to people like myself, other people on Instagram, and ask them for a recommendation if they have bought from that website or that seller. And when you do get your item, get it authenticated. Now, he did what I didn't do in the previous video. He got this authenticated promptly, quickly. When he received it, he got it authenticated. And because it was in a prompt period of time and he was able to get this report, he got his money back. Ultimately, in the case of mine, I didn't get my money back, my own stupid fault for leaving it for so long. But you're going to learn from my lessons like he did, and you're not going to do that. You're going to get your item authenticated. Whenever this then came back, to be honest, he himself said that he wasn't surprised that it came back as being counterfeit whenever you put the bits that are a bit more obvious, and especially with what was included in the packaging was a bit of a giveaway. He did get his money back, so that is the happy ending to this story. We have also been able to then, okay, look in the inside of that. This is not the quality of Louis Vuitton packaging and boxing. So just make sure when you get whatever you're ordering online, you're checking all of this out, because you do not want to be left with, and in that corner, you do not want to be left with an item that you have spent and paid an authentic amount for, and the item is not authentic. This one ended happily in that he got his money back, but this is again a warning to everyone when you're buying online. Please just do your due diligence, check out where you're buying from, get your item authenticated, and don't leave it too late, so as if it does prove to be a counterfeit, you can then take action about it to get your money back. This was helpful because we had the authentic one whenever I was looking at it then afterwards to compare and contrast. Even if you don't have that and you're not able to see glaring differences, but you have a sneaky suspicion or there's something just making you be a little bit cautious or a little bit worried, get it authenticated. For the cost of the authentication, it could save you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope this has been informative. I hope this helps anybody that's looking to buy online. I hope it just gives a warning with certain sellers that you just be more cautious of. Please take care. Thank you for being here, and I will see you again in the next one.